Right. So good morning, guys. Okay. So in the previous sessions, we discussed about HTML, right? As part of our templates, we discussed some examples on HTML, right? HTML, guys. Okay. So today, let's start about CSS, guys. What is the use of CSS and how to apply CSS on existing HTML documents, HTML programs. Okay, right. So first of all, what is CSS? What is a CSS? Yes. So CSS stands for, all of observe here, CSS. CSS. It stands for cascading style sheets. Style sheets, guys. Cascading style sheets. All of them, right? And the CSS is used okay, to style the existing HTML elements, guys. Existing HTML elements. That means what? Already we must have HTML document. In this one, we must have some HTML elements like header elements, form elements, table elements, paragraph elements, like that. Some elements must be there already. That's why I given here the existing HTML elements. On these elements, we can add the styles. We can add the styles by using what? The CSS. By using CSS. All of you. Styles can say on web page, guys. On the web page. Like which one? Suppose changing colors. All of you. Like changing colors. Right, or giving the font sizes, font colors, or about layouts, right, and spacing, about the spacing, like that we can add the styles on existing HTML elements. All of you, right? So already we know HTML, guys, right? HTML. Now this is what CSS. It is what here CSS. And HTML, what does it do? Tell me now. HTML, what does it do here? It decides the structure of what? Web page. Structure of web page, guys. Right? On that structure, now we apply CSS to design that structure, guys. To design the appearance of a web page. All of you. So it decides what? Decides the appearance of a page, appearance or design of a page, guys. All of it. Decides means what? It adds, we can say, it adds the appearance, it adds the design or appearance of a page, and this web page already created by what here? Created by the HTML, guys. Okay, HTML. That's what now we're going to do by using our CSS, right? So suppose if without CSS, HTML is not possible. Why CSS required, sir? Why CSS required? Without CSS, only HTML not possible. By HTML we can create the page, guys. We can create it, but it doesn't look attractive. It doesn't look attractive without CSS or Bootstrap like this. Only HTML, it only decides the structure of the page, but not that attractive, guys, not attractive. Suppose, see, if you see the skeleton, right, human being skeleton, guys, right, you can see human being skeleton is there, right, okay, in the science lab, like that, skeletons. The skeleton means what? HTML. On the skeleton, if we add, if we add, okay, the dress, the colors, all of you, right? That hair, everything. That is what CSS. This is only skeleton. It's only skeleton, and here the skeleton with the dress, guys, with the dress and makeup, So it looks better, right? Suppose we people are there. So we are the skeletons, and our skeleton. What happened here? The skin is added. and on the skin we adding the dress and for a face we giving sometimes makeup. That's why the people looking beautiful. Without the skin, without dress, without makeup, then all people are same. We can't identify which is skeleton for each person also, and also it doesn't look good. Right? So that's why there's difference between what here with the CSS, without CSS, and this is what with the CSS, guys. With the CSS, all of you. I think in some websites, some pages are there, some funny images are there. Let's see here. HTML document HTML document with CSS and without CSS, comma, just display some funny images, guys. Let's see some funny images. Right, as can observe here, can observe now, right? Okay, this is what without CSS, but on that one adding the colors, you can see the CSS, guys, right? After adding CSS, okay. Right, you can see now. So she is only HTML. Here for HTML adding what CSS. For HTML adding CSS, right? If you add the CSS, it looks better, right? All of you. Right, you can see the best example here, guys. Just what I explained, right? This is what only HTML. HTML means what is there? The structure is there. Only structure is there, right? Only structure is there. Means skeleton, only structure. For the same structure means what? HTML. For same structure, if you add the presentation, like if you add the CSS, then see, it looks more beautiful than which one? The skeleton, the structure, guys. That's why. So the CSS is required for all HTML structures, HTML elements. Okay. Right. Now, right. Now observe here why CSS required. Right. All of you. So it makes, you can say it makes web pages look attractive. Attractive, guys, all of you. It makes the pages look attractive, first of all. That's the main point of using what here? CSS, guys, okay. It makes attractive, it makes response also. It makes again we can say web pages or else attractive and responsive, guys. Responsive also. What is responsive? That I will show you later, guys. Okay, means see, now we are using what here? We are using some laptop or computer. So the screen size is different. Right? Later, the same website. If you open the mobile phone, mobile screen is different like this. Mobile screen, right? So now, whatever website you are opening in the laptop, the same website looks should be beautiful on the which one? Mobile screen also, guys, right? Means at that time, that elements, guys, suppose if you observe here you are taking 3 images, for example, in the single line, 3 images, right? But in the small device, 3 images not look better. That's why what I want here, automatically I want to adjust like first image, then second image, third image, right? Like this. This is called what? Responsive website, guys. Responsive website. All of you. Okay. So like that also we can use what? We can use our CSS, guys, to make a responsive. All of you. Right. So what are the different types of CSS? Types of CSS, guys. Okay. Types of CSS. Actually, these types of CSS we discussed in our Django previous video, guys, right? What's first one? Inline CSS. What second one? Internal CSS. What is third one? external CSS. Three types of CSS: inline, internal, and external CSS. All of you. So three types of CSS we have. Okay, and in the previous video, guys, just check once previous video. We discussed these types of CSS. Types of CSS. Okay. Right. Then what is the CSS syntax, or what is the syntax of CSS? Syntax means like see, we have to give the first selector name, guys. Selector name is it can be tag name, it can be some any ID name or class name, right? We have to give some selector first. That is called selector. That is called selector. In that selector, we have to specify first what is the property you want to add. What is the property you want? That property, what is the value? Property value, guys. Like you can add multiple properties. Property again, property, and again what here? Value, like this. For example, see, I'll give an example here. For example, selector means it can be h1 tag, any tag, guys, any tag. And property means I can say, for example, font size, for example. Okay, I take here font size, guys. Font size some 50 pixels. All of right. I can take here background color. Background color, right? Background color. Let's say suppose green color, right? Green color. So see here H1 is what is a selector. Okay, selector. And property means what? These are the properties, guys. For that, these are the values. Okay, this is what the syntax of which one? Our CSS, guys, right? But the selector means, remember, guys, it can be okay, tag name, it can be tag name, it can be class name, it can be ID name, like that. You can give anyone, guys, all of you. Okay, right. So what is class? What is ID? That I'll show you guys now. I'll explain an example. So now I'm going to open our existing Django project. Right, this is what our previous example, guys, right? I will take one more HTML file. I'm taking the file name, suppose styles.html, guys. Styles.html. Right, so in this one, take the HTML. Now, in this example, I am going to show you about selector and types of selectors, guys. Let's see here. Types of selectors. Actually, n number of selectors are there, guys, but in basic level we can say like ID selector, guys, ID selector, class selector, and then we can say element selector also, guys. Element selector. Okay, so ID selector, class selector, element selector. These are the three basic types of selectors. In advanced level, some more are there, but these three are main thing required, guys, right? So what is ID selector? Right. Now what do I do? I'll take some H1 tags, guys. I'll take some more H1 tags only. I'll take, for example, suppose Python language, one H1. I'll take one more H1 tag. Suppose Django web framework. Okay, right. One more H1 tag. Let's take UI technologies. Okay. One more H1 tag. Cascading style sheet, right? All of you. One more see, I'm taking H1 tags only required, guys, here, right? Let's take suppose bootstrap framework, like this. So I'm taking here 5 H1 tags are taken, right? and then I will take one h2 tag also here, one h2 tag also. Just imagine like this, enough, right? And run the server here for this project. So python manage.py, then sorry, not project, right? Directly run server. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this IP address here. I think it's the previous one, guys, right? It's previous one. Better to change our IP port number. The same page is coming always. Okay. Oh, sorry. Why that one is coming means the reason is I'll have observed here. In the views file, the styles HTML is not connected, guys, right? What is given? I think blog is given in the views file. Check there. That's why only the blog yesterday example is executing every time. Let's take what styles dot html. Yes. Now let's go any one page here and refresh. Yes. So this 5 are which one? H1 text. The last one is what here? H2 tag. Okay, H2 tag, guys. Right. Now what is the use of ID selector? ID selector, right? If you want to select or if you want to apply only one tag of all same types of tags, then what we do? Then we create one unique ID for that tag, guys, and use that ID to apply the styles. What does it meaning means? Suppose observe here. So in this case, all H1s are the right. H1s are there. I am taking H1, right? H1, and I am giving property something like background color. Let's take suppose something red I am giving, guys. Okay. Sorry. Here I am going to use the styles, guys, right? Should use the style tag. Inside the style tag only we have to give the style, guys, right? Okay. Yes, let's go there and refresh here. Yes. Now, so what happened here? For all H1s, I am using the H1 tag, right? H1 tag, and that's why for all the H1 tags, it is applying what? Applying background color red for all H1 tags. But I don't want for all H1 tags. Out of all same H1 tags, I want red color for only Python language only. All of you are clear now, right? See, when I use the H1 tag and giving some style, then what's happening here? The style is applying for all H1 tags. applying for h1 tags. But I don't want for all h1 tags. This style I want to apply for only one h1. That is what Python language. In that case, if I give h1 here, it's not possible. It's not possible because multiple h1s are there. That's why now what I want here, out of all same type of elements, I want to select only one h1 only to apply the styles. So whatever h1 you required there in opening tag, give id equal to give some name, guys. That is called id selector. Give some name. I am giving here, suppose I am giving something name first, guys. Any name or choice. I am giving first. Now first is what? Not a tag name. First is a id name, right? id equal to first. Now while applying the style, don't use the h1, use the first. And the first is what? id name, right? So id means you have to start with the hash. Start with the hash. Okay, right. Now it understands now hash first. That means what? Hash means what? id first. Now checks here, where is the id first? Where is the id first? Yes, here id first is there. And then this style applies on the id first. So applies on the which one? Python language only. Python language only. Now this file is saved. Let's go here and refresh now. You can see now. Let's observe here, right? And now the style applying which one? And only id first only. Means the first HTML element, guys. That's all. Next one, suppose for cascading styles, I want different font size. At that time, again we should not give h1 again, guys, right? I am giving h1. Suppose I am giving font size. I am giving suppose 50 pictures, right? 50 pictures I am giving. See now. Now that 50 pictures applying for all h1 tags. But what I want here, I want to apply 50 pictures for only which one? Cascading styles only. Means at that time what we do for this h1 again? We create one more id. id equal to give any name, guys. I am giving simply second, or I can give h1 2 I am giving, guys. The names are choice, but try to make it unique names. So hash h12. Now if run this one, it understands now. So hash h12 means so h12 is one id because of hash. It understands. Now it go to here, it go and check now where is the h12. Yes. Now it go to here, it will check now where the h12 it is there. That means here this is style. Whatever the style you give or n number of styles you give, that all styles apply where? Apply on the cascading style sheets only, not on the remaining h1s. Now you can observe here. See, only cascading style sheets will be in 50 picture size, guys. 50 picture size. All of you guys, let me know. Is this clear now? So this is called what now? id selector. So create one unique id for the tag and use that id while applying the styles. Next one, sir, not one tag. I want to apply some underline for Django and for cascading styles and for bootstraps. I want underline like this. All of you, right? Means I want to apply the same style for 3 set of elements. Those 3 also belongs to same h1 only. H1 only. But total how many h1s are there? 5 h1s are there. Out of 5, I want to select more than 1. If I want to select only 1, then create what? Create id, right? Create id, guys. If you want only 1, we create id. But if you want more than 1, like if you want to select 2 or more, then for 2 or more, what do we do? Create some class name. Then we apply the style, guys. All of you. Out of all 5 same type of elements, If you want to select only one, then create what? ID, create ID. Or if you want to select two or more out of five elements, same elements, then create what? Same class name for two or more elements, guys. Same class name. ID name is different ID name, but class name will be same class name. Same class name. Let's observe here. Now what I want now for Django, I take the class equal to, I'll take class 1, guys, okay. And for cascading also I want class, again here class equal to, I take same class name, class 1. And for bootstrap also I am taking which one here, class equal to, which one? Class 1, like this. Right? So class 1, class 1, class 1. So class 1 is what? ID name, right? ID name. Then we use what? Dot class 1. So ID means, class name, right? So class name, we should start with what? Dot, while applying the styles. Then what you want now? I want to give, suppose color, let's take suppose green color, guys, or let's take suppose blue color. Now you can observe here. See now, those three came in the only blue color. Which one? Django, cascading style sheets, and bootstrap web framework. Suppose if I don't use the class, I just use the only H1. Then what happens here? For all H1s, it apply the same color. See, for all H1s giving the same color, guys. All of you are clear now, right? That's why we take what here? Class name, right? So this CLS1 is given for how many class, for how many elements? One element, then two elements, and then three elements, guys. Means if you want to select more than one means two or more, then we give the same class name for those all and give the required style. Next one again, I want give underline for Python underline, for Django underline, and for cascading also underline, guys. That's all. I want to give underline for what? Python language, Django framework, cascading style sheets. Then what do I do now? In these three combination, I will create one more class, because in these three combination we don't have the class. The previous class, which combination? The previous class belongs to Django and belongs to cascading and belongs to what? Bootstrap. But now in the present requirement, I want Python language and Django, and then what here? Cascading. This is the different combination, right? That's why now I'll take here class equal to class 2. And for Django, already class is there, right? Already class equal to is there. Again, don't take again class equal to. No, don't take. Inside the existing class only, give the space, then class 2, like this. All of you. Inside the same class property class only, then space, give the new class name. And here also I am giving what? Class 2. That's all. Now wherever class 2 is there, there. What I want here? I want text to decoration. Okay, decoration. I am giving underline. For example, guys, I am giving what? Underline. Okay, underline. Yes, can you observe now? Python language underline came, Django underline came, cascading style sheets underline came, but for UI, for bootstrap, underline not came. Right? So this is called what? Tell me now. This is called class selector. Right? What does it meaning here? If we want to apply the same style, apply this style only one tag. That's correct now, right? Now here what? If you want to apply the same style, the same style on two or more same type of elements, out of all, right? Then what we do now? Tell me here. we create one class name for all required HTML elements and use that class name to apply the styles. To apply the styles. That's all. To apply the styles, guys. That's all of you. And then element selector, guys. Element selector means what? Directly give the element name. Means what here? In this example, we have the combination of H1 tags and the H2 tags, H3 tags, H4 tags, table tags, form tags, image tags, like that. Now what I want here, for all H1 tags, see, I am saying for all H1 tags, I want to apply same style. For all, see, I am not saying only one or two or more, right? No, I want for all H1 tags. At that time we use what? Directly element name H1 we use, guys. All of you. If you want only one, then create ID. If you want two or more, create class. If you want to use all, directly use the element name. Directly I use what? I use which one here? Element name, right? That means what? See, for all H1s, I want to take in the center of the page. For all H1s, I want to take center of the page. So H1. Let's take text to align center. That's all. Text to align center, right? Okay, center. We can see now. All H1s came in the center. All H1s, but not H2. Why H2? Okay. So this is what H2, right? But our style given on which one? H1 tags only. That's why this H2 not came to the center. All of you, like that. We use what here? Different selectors. So ID selector starts with the hash, class selector starts with the dot, and then what here? Element selector. All of you. So this is how, guys, we use our which one? CSS, right? CSS. We start CSS like this. And here, these all styles are called what here? These all styles are called, which styles? Tell me. Internal styles, guys. Which styles? Internal styles. See, inline means what? Inline means inside the opening tag only. This is H1, right? H1. This is what? Opening tag. Okay, opening tag, guys. Here, if I take the style equal to, means the styles if you apply inside the opening tag only, that's called what? That's called inline styles, guys. Okay, inline styles, right? But what happened here? I have taken separately style tag. I have taken separately which tag? Style tag. In the style tag, I applied the styles for all H1 HTML elements. Then this is what? Internal styles, guys. Right? And third one is there. What third one? This is which file actually? This is which file, guys? Observe now. This is the HTML file, right? It is all HTML document. HTML file, right? HTML file. Now take separately CSS file. Suppose I take now some name styles.css, right? Now these are all styles. Just you take here, guys. Now these are all styles. We take there, right? We take here, and just this file name. We have to give link here. We have to give the link in the HTML document by using HTML by using link tag. If I give the link here, then when you run this file, automatically these all styles will execute here and apply for this HTML elements, guys. So this is what this is external styles. External styles, guys. Okay, external styles. That's all. So inline, internal, and externals, guys. All of you guys, is this clear now? Right. This is the base example, guys. This is the base example. Okay, it's a base example. In the next video, we'll do a little bit more lengthy by using different types of styles, guys. All of you. Okay, the next video I will do more number of styles. Hmm? Right. Thank you guys. Bye.